This is a quick page of notes to remind you how to move things around algebraically so you can turn a standard form equation into slope-intercept. You did some of this in Unit 4, in Unit 3 rather, when you were doing multi-step equations. So the standard form of an algebra equation is ax plus by equals c. A, B, and C representing numbers. Now you're going to use this equation and you're going to, with an algebra process, turn it into this equation. So let's follow the steps. I want to make sure you get this. So you need to put it, we call it in terms of y equals. That's our goal. The slope-intercept equation is 1y equals mx plus b. So you need to take that standard form and you need to do the algebra to turn it into y equals. So first you move the ax. You add the opposite. In this case it's a positive ax plus by, so we're going to subtract ax. When we do that, that cancels out and you have by equals negative ax plus c. Okay, now we've got it in the same arrangement. You've got y equals mx plus b, but we don't have a single y. We have a by. So now you're going to divide whatever's in front of the y. So here's an example. Take 6x minus 2y equals 8, and then do the algebra to turn it into a graphable equation. So first, you move the 6x. You add the opposite. The opposite of a positive 6x is a negative 6x. Add it to both sides. Now, we don't subtract 6x from 8. They are not like terms. You cannot do that. So you end up with negative 2y equals negative 6 minus 8. Divide everything by negative 2 because you want, I made a mistake. You want the y to be positive. So when you do that, you have positive 3y plus 4. Positive 3x, plus 4. That is your slope-intercept equation. Positive 3x plus 4, because you divide everything by negative 2. Okay, it's as simple as that. Now we're going to learn how to graph lines using the standard form equation. And remember what I did just in the earlier video. A, B, and C are constants, which means they are the things that do not change in your equation. X and Y are your variables. A, B, and C are constants. Constants do not change. So first you have to isolate y to change the equation, and you want the equation to be y equals mx plus b. Now let's do the math. Okay, we're gonna work with 3x plus 6y equals 12. Draw my t, not required, but it's not hurt, it helps. Add the opposite, which is 3x. And I did not line up my negative 3x under the 12 because I don't want to make a mistake and make that 9x, because that would be wrong. Okay, my 3x goes away. I'm left with 6y equals, now I'm going to keep it in y equals mx plus b form. Negative 3x plus 12. It's plus 12 because my 12 is positive. I'm keeping things in the proper order so I can graph it better. Divide everything by what's in front of the y, in this case, positive 6. So you have y equals negative 1 over 2 x plus 2. Okay, do not forget to put the x in the equation. If you do forget that, it is wrong. So now I have my equation. Square that. So now I'm going to graph using the slope and the y-intercept. Okay, let's choose a different color to graph. What is my y-intercept? You're right. That's my b. That's my y-intercept. What's my slope? That's my m. and that's my slope, whatever's in front of the x. So y-intercept first. Why do we do that one first? Because that is our jumping off point. Remember that. Okay, it's a positive 2, so here we go. My slope is a negative 1/2, so my line is going to go this way. Negative line. Up 1/2, down 1/2, and connect the dots. So I have now graphed 3x plus 6y equals 12 by turning it into a slope-intercept form of the equation. Let's go to the next page. I'm going to try some more. You're going to have some positives and some negatives. All right? So we do the math. That's what we do. We do the math every single time. This one is the algebra. Do my t. I want my y by itself, so I'm going to move that. I have negative 3y equals negative x minus 15. My x's cancel out. Divide everything by 3. And don't tell me I can't divide that by 3. Yeah, you can. Because what's in front of the x we simply don't write. It's a negative 1x. We just don't write a 1 in front of the variable. So we end up with y equals, dividing everything by negative 3, almost missed that. 1/3 x plus 5. Negative divided by negative is a positive. Let's graph it. Y-intercept, and my line's going to go like that because it's a positive slope. Up 1/1, 2, 3, down 1/3. Connect your dots better than I did. Okay, and let's do another one. You don't know what the slope's going to do until you've actually finished the math. Okay? This is what we did in Unit 3. Add 6x to both sides because that is the opposite of a negative 6x. I'm left with negative 2y equals 6x minus 4. Whoops, that's an x, not a y. Divide everything by negative 2. Y equals negative 6/2x plus 2. Well, negative 6/2, that's kind of messy. How about y equals negative 3x plus 2? Okay? So I had a positive 6x. I divided it by a negative 2, which made it negative. All right, there's my equation. It's a negative slope. My line is going to go that way, some direction. So y-intercept is 2. My slope is 3, but remember, every whole number is over 1. We simply don't write it. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1. And let's connect those dots. There we go. Now, what you may start noticing is the steepness of the line. The larger the number, the steeper the line. And the smaller the fraction, the flatter the line. All right, that's it.